This year will mark 59 years since Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his celebrated I Have a Dream speech. BNC's Ashford Martinez has more on how states are honoring the legacy of the civil rights leader and the mission to continue his work.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a day to celebrate the man who personified service.
What do we want? Voting rights. What do we want it now?
The federal holiday honors King, a civil rights leader and minister. It's commemorated the third Monday in January. The campaign for a federal holiday in King's honor began soon after his assassination in 1968. President Ronald Reagan signed a holiday into law in 1983. It was first observed in 1986, but was not celebrated in every state until 2000. MLK Day is designated as a national day of service to encourage everyone to find ways to honor Dr. King and his commitment to civil rights. As the U.S. prepares to mark the birthday of the Reverend, some members of his family spent time in conservative-leaning Arizona to mobilize support for the languishing federal voting rights legislation.
15th Amendment that gave formerly enslaved people the right to vote in 1870. That didn't have bipartisan support. Should former slaves have been denied the right to vote, Senator Sinema? I'm just applying her logic here and showing that it's not logical at all.
The youngest daughter of the iconic civil rights leader says she believes her father would have been disappointed with efforts playing out in some parts of the United States to restrict voting rights.
There are still, efforts and individuals, who would like to continue to manipulate voting districts and create a concentrated group of a minority power in our nation that's not necessarily representative of the population of a city or a region or a state. And so, and other, challenges to the vote, the free exercise of the vote. And so as long as we have that possibility, voting rights is going to be essential, and so, I think we have to continue to keep the pressure on.
Dr. Bernice King also credits the young people of today for keeping her father's work alive.
And so I remain hopeful, and because there is a young generation that I call the accountability generation that is keeping us honest. And so as long as all of those things are working together, and my faith in a God that is within this universe and moving in and through people, I know that ultimately we are going to see some change and transformation. It may not be everything at one time, but we will have victories along the way.
King is the only non-president to have a national holiday dedicated in his honor. I'm Ashford Martinez for Making the Case.